What should we, who have been listening to your wonderful story of spiritual search and realization, do in order to realize what you have realized? What we have to do to realize. So when you come to me, if I tell you to do this, do that, most saints in India and abroad, they will tell you, some in the West, they say, go to the church, if you don't, you go to hell. Here also same fear is given. You do this, you do that. Every saint you go in India, they have special time, wake up this time, sit for meditation, do yoga and do some work in the ashram. But when you come to Lucknow, I will not tell you to do anything. Doing has been enough for you. 8 million years you have spent in doing things, and you are not a worker any more time. You want to be free, and for freedom, if I tell you do this and do that, it means freedom is the result of doing something, and freedom does not depend on what you have done. And if anybody comes to me, I don't tell him to do anything. Just stay here with me. And this is my job to do instead that you are to do anything. You have got to do nothing. Simply stay quiet. And don't give rise to any thought whatsoever. So that much rest I give you. Not even thinking. Otherwise, everybody is thinking, you see. So I tell you, you have not to think. I will think for you. And if you don't think for a second, and you will see you have fulfilled the purpose of coming here to Lucknow. Don't do anything and then see what happens. Then I challenge, if you are not free, if you are not happy, if you are not enlightened, then you catch hold of my throat and tell me you speak lies. But before that, you have to stay quiet, just one finger snap, 1 second, half second, half of the half second. During that second, you tell me that you are not realized. And I am here in front of you. You can give me any punishment if it is not true. So this I am not joking, I am telling you, I am challenging just for a single instant of time, just a finger snap. During this snap, you don't think, it doesn't take time. And tell me what happened. With so many questions, so this is just a small question from my side to you. And number 31 question.
Only 2 anymore.
You actually didn't practice. Who am I? Meditation. That was just the final realization once you had reached the final stage of mantra meditation Doesn't your own example indicate that we have to purify our minds also with intense spiritual practice, you see? So with any practice, how can you purify the mind? How you can sharpen the mind? How you can purify? So this water is there in the glass and it is not purified. What you have got to do? And what is impurity? Impurity is something foreign. Water is pure itself. Some other thing has entered it, some dust, some worm, and then to be careful you sieve it. So water will come to its original place. And that's what I tell you to do. That originally you are pure, like water. You have not got to do anything, only some foreign element has entered the water, and that foreign element is attachment. Just sieve out the attachment from the self which is already free. You cannot become anything what you originally are. You cannot become. So you have to return to the original state, not by any kind of practice, but don't touch what is foreign entry into it. Foreign entry is only attachment to something which is not eternal, not permanent. That you have to remove and then see what is left is the same as you have been always, even before the birth. So this is due to attachments. This is mine, I belong to him. So this thought should not come in your way. And freedom is already there. If you win anything fresh, it means it was not there before getting it. After having got it, you will lose because you got it. Anything that you get, you lose. So you have to be as you are always, not touching anything which is not eternal, including your own body, your own mind, own senses, do not belong to you. If you don't touch this thing, every minute you will see you have been free. Freedom cannot be won by any practice. For practice you can get something which is material, that you can have. You have no money, you can get money, work in somewhere. You have no building, you can borrow money from the banks for friends, you can construct it. And what you construct will not stay for more than 200 years like this thing. It was not there, it will not be there. So what is here is always here. A firm belief, faith in this is called realization.